Hi, my name is Sophia Boswell, and I want to talk a little bit about my book, True Slimness. It's one of the first books I wrote, and it's available from Amazon. And it's 40 True Slimness weight loss principles. So here, just on the back cover to read it, it's how to lose excess weight for good. Eating when full suppresses feelings. Eating when full causes excess weight. Therefore, losing excess weight for good is all about dealing with feelings. This book shows you how to stop eating when full and deal with those feelings and emotions that can drive you to the fridge when full. True Slimness contains 40 weight loss principles, keys to lasting slimness. Whether you want to lose 2 stone or 20 stone in manageable, practical, and inspiring ways, this book guides you there. Written by recovered compulsive eater Sophia Bothwell, she draws from her own experience and over 10 years' work with compulsive eaters. So yes, as it says there, this book is really drawn from my own experience of having recovered from compulsive eating and giving up 5 years dieting and 2 years of bulimia. And it was done by giving up dieting and really tuning into my emotions and dealing more with an emotional approach rather than a purely diet-based approach. What you eat and when you eat is all covered in the book. Why to abide by hunger and fullness sensations, and how our emotions got enmeshed with our eating habits, and how to unravel that entanglement of emotions and food and eating, and what to do with those emotions and those past traumas, how to deal with those past traumas. Because as you learn how to observe your own eating patterns, you can see where you're eating to suppress a previously maybe half forgotten, previously half suppressed emotional issue and trauma. So when those traumas come to the surface, whether they're minor traumas or major traumas, they can unsettle you, and you turn to the food when full, and you turn to the alcohol, and you turn to the cigarette, and you turn to ad infinitum what there is to turn to. And this, as you can probably guess, is addiction. So this book really teaches you how to overcome the addiction to food when full. We need to eat food when we're physically hungry in order to stay alive, but we do not need food when full to stay alive. So I have other books available on Amazon, because after I went down the self-help route and wrote this book and 2 others, my book Simply Full and Guidelines for Healing Your Eating Habit, also available from Amazon, I went into writing novels. So this is a wonderful novel, Sometimes We Cry When Freedom Comes, and I'll just read the back cover of that one for you. The modern day tribe is here in the form of Helena, Jasmine, Sharon, and Yvonne. The story of our holistic goddesses and their spiritual menfolk in a delightful, thought-provoking, inspiring read, signifying that the new age is really here and indulging in health, wealth, and happiness, leaving the reader deeply moved on this journey of finding yourself, friendship, freedom, and God, discovering that maybe, just maybe, she's a she. So that's a little bit of a humorous approach to the spiritual life. So many people are involved in the New Age and the spiritual movements. And, you know, the age-old question, is God a he or a she, or does God even have a gender? So this is a beautiful book. At the beginning of each chapter, there is a quote. One of my favorite, some of my favorite quotes are in there. Like this one from Carolyn Mace, one who is in love with the experience of God. I think she was saying what a mystic is. It's one who is in love with the experience of God. So you see, that's a whole different approach to dogmatic religions, you know. Leo Tolstoy, true life is lived when tiny changes occur. True life is lived when tiny changes occur. So then the chapter is around there. So it spans London, Wales, and the friendships of these four women, Helena, Jasmine, Sharon, and Yvonne. It talks about education. It talks about how to overcome dysfunctional family backgrounds. And it's done in novel form, in this nice story, in Chicklet. the approach is like that, the Chicklet approach of a nice book for summer reading or to cozy in with in the autumn and winter months. And it's not as shallow as a lot of mainstream women's reading. Is what I found. It goes a little bit deeper. It goes a little bit deeper than that. So it will appeal to the people that are more interested in the holistic type of approach to life. The person that will go to the yoga class, that's who this is meant for. So it is mainly women's literature, really. So if you're thinking even of a birthday present, a Christmas present, this is a lovely book. As I say, it goes that little bit deeper than the normal Chicklet. So if you know someone who is an avid reader, and they like romantic comedies, that type of approach, something that's light, but it does deal with the holistic avenues that people go down, and it does address some difficult issues as well, but in a light, humorous way, and how they can be overcome as well. So the seriousness is in there, and the humor is in there. Like there's another quote here from the Tao Te Ching. Wise people don't accumulate possessions or teach anyone to amass things. They devote themselves to the natural rhythms that the great integrity brings. So obviously we're going a little bit deeper into those deeper issues. And spirituality. It's really nice. I love this book. I wrote the books that I wanted to read. So once I overcame my eating disorder, as I said, my writing evolved into this, the novels, and I also have my biography. So that is there, but that's for another video. So yes, I can be contacted via email on Sophia, Sofia 2227 @gmail.com. I also offer one-to-one consultations on this book, True Slimness, on how to lose weight permanently and naturally or overcome any addiction. And I also do Skype workshops. So until next time, thank you very much. Speak soon.